Hey yo guys, and welcome to another brand new video. In this video, we actually have two pretty big and pretty interesting leaks I want to go and talk about. Number one, in regards to the PlayStation 5 and the potential for maybe the very first ever bundle, like the very first official Sony bundle that might be coming out very soon with Ratchet and Clank. Now that is just a big rumor, and I'm going to show you guys up the sources on it because it looks like a 50-50, but I want to talk about that either way because I think it's very intriguing. And as well, we also have another kind of somewhat big leak when it comes to Nintendo Switch Pro, or whatever you guys want to go and call it. Some people are calling it like the Super Nintendo. What do you guys want to go and call for it? And I'm going to go talk about that as well, because also there actually might have been a price leak for what that console is actually going to be for sale for, as well as also give you guys a little bit of updated information for the Switch Pro, because we've been slowly kind of watching that on the channel itself, because I'm very excited for that, and I think we actually might have a chance to go and even buy one sometime in the near future, at least what all the leakers are saying. So if any of you guys are brand new, make sure you guys are subscribed with the notifications on as well. Make sure you guys are also subscribed for the PS5 giveaway. Amazon links down below for the controllers, consoles, and all that good stuff if you guys want to go check and see. The Twitter and Twitch stream down below if you guys want to follow. And of course, the Weeble. Sign up for Weeble, deposit $100. You guys get like $25 for free and free stocks. You can just instantly go and sell it. And of course, Coinbase. If you guys go buy $100 worth of any cryptocurrency, you guys go and get free Bitcoin. Those are always linked down below. Like the video if you guys enjoy this type of stuff, and definitely leave your thoughts down below, because this is some very, very intriguing stuff. So let's go first. I'll talk about the PS5 stuff. I'll put a timestamp down there for the Switch stuff. We'll probably have another Switch video sometime in the near future anyway, probably giving you guys a quick recap on all that stuff, and regardless, just for the Switch Pro homies. So we actually had this tweet come out over here who is actually someone who's kind of like a restock tracker, information person, kind of how we do and all of our other like American friends do up in America, where there's actually some very intriguing information they saw for some website APIs, where they actually were looking through all this stuff, and they actually do have, and this either, I'm going to go and preface this to either way, that this could either just be like more of an official announcement by Sony themselves, or it could also just be maybe a major retailer one as well. We're not 100% sure at this point. This is why it's all rumors themselves, just letting you guys know, big rumors. But we actually are now seeing some consoles mixed on in with Ratchet and Clank. And so you might be thinking, okay, why does that matter? Why would they do official bundles, etc.? So what I mean by bundles is if you guys have ever bought a console from, like, you know, maybe like back in the day where they had games included, even the same exact tweet itself, where they will literally go and have, say, a Ratchet and Clank trilogy. Or for myself, I have a PS4 Destiny edition, so it came with Destiny, it looked a little bit more slightly different, etc. So a lot of people are actually now assuming, slash like speculating, this is not 100% confirmed, that Sony might be making a brand new bundle for the PS5 when it comes to Ratchet and Clank. Now, this actually might not come out initially at the very first, first launch day or so, based on the console availability or whatever, but we're actually seeing a lot more rumors on this, and apparently there's been a few retailers in different regions that have actually had this listed on their website. So once again, it's not confirmed, or not 100% sure if it's going to be coming more to America or not, but we're seeing this news up enough that I'm like, this is actually somewhat intriguing. And a big reason why a lot of people are also assuming they might do it with Ratchet and Clank is because with Ratchet and Clank, they've done quite a few different console bundles when it comes to all this stuff. So here's like a PS Vita one over here, and as well we also have just a normal PlayStation 3 one, as I mentioned. And as of so far, we have actually not seen a single brand new bundle for both the Xbox Series X and the PlayStation 5. And as I mentioned, typically you kind of see these for the really big launch days. Like, we could probably assume if stock kind of gets more, efficient and better, that we might see one maybe for Horizon or God of War, maybe like the next generation Spider-Man, etc., because they usually do go and sell more consoles, and you also might even have collectors go and buy them, and sometimes people just want to have the upgrades. So like I said, as of now, we have not seen any official proper, like, through Sony bundles themselves, and with all these now listings up on websites that we're seeing fling around from people checking on the APIs and such, it is making it look just on a very, very slightly more likely end, and it's at least information we definitely want to be watching throughout the next few maybe weeks or so. Whether it might not be for Ratchet and Clank, but maybe it might be something up for Europe, or maybe they might start doing some of these custom bundles for the next major AAA game, maybe like, say, Horizon for custom PlayStation 5s. So once again, this is just a big on the rumor side, just letting you guys know about this, because I thought it was very, very intriguing. As well, I do want to do a little bit more on the Switch Pro stuff, because we're also now once again seeing even more leaks floating around when it comes to Nintendo Switch pricing. So it's kind of in a similar format too as well, where a lot of people are trying to find information off all these pictures and stuff too. I'm just kind of go and see all this stuff. But you guys can even see that we're seeing maybe price points like literally right below the actual webcam itself for $400 for the console Switch Pro. And once again, we're seeing all these leaks more so from like some website listings, You guys can even see the listing on over here of console Nintendo Switch Pro sitting right over here. So we're seeing all this information, we're seeing all the actual internals and stuff, and we're very, very intrigued on all of this because we're seeing all these websites, we're seeing the listings, we're seeing the price and all of that, and more so that we're seeing these actual big retailers go and start listing stuff. If you guys have also been following a lot of the Switch Pro news, we did see a lot of leaks down from Mexico where some of the actual Mexican Amazon websites and some other various websites also had listings there with the price points. And I actually don't think there was any prices. I think it's just for the actual name itself. And now this is where we're finally starting to go and see some actual prices mixed on in. So you guys can see the euro pricing over here for like the 398 euros. And that's like something I want to go touch on really quickly when it comes to the Switch Pro price. Do you guys think it's too expensive? Because in all honesty, I'm kind of leaning towards it does seem a little bit more on the higher end, especially when I'm also going to be comparing the Switch Pro to say like the PS5 Digital or even the Xbox Series S. And for say the PS5 Digital, you can get that for $400. So I would expect my Switch to at least have somewhat comparable hardware, or at least be a somewhat comparable console in comparison to the PlayStation 5. Now, I understand too as well, Nintendo also has their own unique games, etc. So don't get me wrong, I'm probably gonna end up buying one. And of course, if you guys would like me to go do some restock videos when it comes to Nintendo Switch and all that stuff, I would actually probably love to do that if you guys wouldn't want me to do those in the next few weeks or a few months as we start seeing them kind of coming on out throughout the E3 announcements, etc. But just letting you guys know that it does seem a little bit more on the expensive price. Like it does actually seem quite expensive. And I'm also kind of curious too as well for the PS5 bundle we mentioned, because once again, these are all just like leaks that we're seeing, and they look like they make sense. They're not 100% confirmed, but even if you guys go look at say the Ratchet and Clank pricing, that does seem a little bit higher, because say for Ratchet and Clank that is only supposed to be a $70 game, mixing with the console is like $500, so it'd be a little bit more of an upcharge. So I'm not sure if that's also once again just on the retailers themselves, maybe slightly pricing it higher. So either they just have like a price, like a price holder, like a placeholder, price holder for these actual consoles, or if it's something else. So I'd like to hear your thoughts down below if you guys want to give it out there. But it's very intriguing now that we are seeing even more Switch Pro news. As you guys have probably mentioned before, we've been seeing a lot of this stuff that should be happening very, very, very soon. So here's the example of also timestamps as well. As for when the console will be announced, we still have not actually seen an official Nintendo announcement from Nintendo themselves, but it does kind of seem like a lot of leaks. We've seen so many leaks right now with the Switch Pro, like 10 different very trusted and long-term leakers are now saying that they want to go either be talking about the console tomorrow on June 3rd, and a lot of people are also saying maybe on June 4th we might actually see some listings and pricings and all of that. So just be on the lookout in case you guys are trying to go get your consoles themselves. Once again, I'm kind of like iffy. I'm like 50-50 if I want to get a Switch Pro or not, mainly because I do have my current Switch, etc. So I'm not sure if we want to be doing any more tracking videos on that. But like I said, we're seeing a lot of these other different leaks, a lot of different information, a lot of these internal informations that we kind of go and see. And of course, the price point is just so expensive. So kind of even how this article even states too as well, with it being 399 euros, which is the equivalent of $487. That just seems like such a high price point. That just seems just a little bit too high. And I'd probably imagine they'd probably want to do maybe $400. I feel like $399.99 seems like the perfect price point. You also have the old Switch that was, I believe, $299.99, Switch Lite at $199.99. That would just probably make sense. But just letting you guys know, we do have at least a rough range. These are all just leaks, and they're not officially confirmed by Nintendo as of yet. They could always go and change. They could be different. Just always letting you guys know on that one. Same thing as well with the PS5 bundles. These are just all leaks from different sources. I just want to report on to let you guys know about. These are not 100% confirmed, but with all the information that's been floating around and with other various multiple different types of people confirming this stuff and French retailers confirming this stuff, we're seeing stuff popping up in Mexico too as well. A lot of this information is seeming a lot more likely, a lot more intriguing, and also it kind of gives it some really good merit because we're seeing it pop up in different regions. Now, if it's like the same squad of people confirming this, that's a little bit more, they could always be trying to go and like, you know, just do a little weird stuff with the system, but seeing stuff in say Mexico and then France and then a little bit of American restock news, there's a lot of stuff going on and we're seeing it. We just have not had official sources as of yet, say from Sony or PlayStation or Nintendo, going to release out all this stuff. But it's a very intriguing stuff nonetheless. I know we kind of covered a lot of information, but let me know if you guys would go and get a PlayStation 5 bundle, maybe with a slightly different PS5 itself. I do think that seems a little more on the unlikely end, but as well, if you guys also would want to get a Switch Pro, let me know, and let me know if you guys ever want me to go and track those, make some videos on those, or whatever, because I would absolutely love to go and do that in the first place and try my best to help you guys go and get all of your consoles. But I appreciate you guys all so much for watching. Hope you guys all have a good rest of your night. So we'll have a lot more good news hopefully tomorrow too as well. Make sure you guys are subscribed with the notifications on as well. Checking the Amazon links down below just for consoles and all that good stuff. On top of that, too, we have the Twitter and Twitch stream link down below. The Weeble as well. Sign up for Weeble. Deposit $100. And you guys go get free stock and free money. Coinbase, you guys go buy $100 worth of any cryptocurrency. You guys go and get free Bitcoin. Those are always linked down below. And I appreciate you guys all so much for watching. Use the link tree as well for bonus entries for the giveaway. And I'll see you guys up on the next one.